Hello viewers and subscribers. In this video, I'll be presenting my recent discovery of the Hitec Flash 8 transmitter having 2S 7.4 volt Lipo battery compatibility. First off, I'm going to show the stock battery for the transmitter. So the stock battery for the transmitter, and yes, this is also what was included from the factory, as in a 6.4 volt, 1400 milliamp hour lithium ion battery that has these two 18650, as in the 650 battery cells wired up in series. And finding replacement batteries kind of like these are very difficult now. And that's a big thing, and why I decided to try an experiment on plugging a 2S 7.4 volt Lipo battery in this transmitter. Okay. I'd say before I turn on the radio, I was going to show the compartment. So yeah, and the example of the 2S 7.4 volt battery I have in this transmitter is a Venom 2S 7.4 volt 800 milliamp hour Lipo battery with that red JST connector. And to be able to get a connection going between this Lipo battery and the circuit board or circuit boards in this radio, I have to utilize this type of, red JST to whether it be a Universal servo or a Futaba J servo, a connector adapter. So yeah. And I do have like 5 examples of this adapter right here. One of the examples of this adapter is, of course, in the transmitter right now. But yeah, so yeah. Of course, for reference, if you want to try this, a battery setup in this transmitter that involves the red JST connector, of course, you're going to need an adapter like this if you don't want to do any soldering modifications. So yep. Like I said, this could also be the Futaba J one as well if you want to. Okay, I want to show you that this battery here and that adapter plugged in there, that there is no modification required for getting the hatch door to fit just good. So you see, that fits awesome in there. Okay. As well, the charge condition of the Lipo battery in this video is actually around the typical storage charge, as in the 3.8 volts per cell, or approximately a total voltage of the 7.6 volts without the battery being under any load for now. But I'll still turn on the transmitter anyway, just to show you that I can get power going, and it doesn't really hurt the transmitter. Okay, let's click yes to transmit. So okay, another thing I noticed is when I checked the battery earlier, of course without any load, it had roughly, that 3.8 volts per cell, which would add up to like roughly 7.6 volts. But you saw there, the first voltage you saw on the screen was 7.8, and then for a little second it dropped to 7.7. So I think with that in mind, the transmitter screen may read a voltage that's 0.1 or 0.2 volts more than what the battery has unloaded. And I also want to mention that I did try plugging in a fully charged or a nearly fully charged 2S 7.4 volt Lipo into this transmitter, and it worked perfectly fine. And of course that 2S Lipo, or the nearly or full charged 2S that I plugged into this transmitter earlier had roughly like, let's say 4.12 to 4.15 volts per cell. So somewhere around that 8.3 to 8.4 volts. Total voltage unloaded. And yes, even as a fully charged 2S Lipo battery, it is a fine fit for this radio. And it's not hurtful to the radio at all. And I hope you viewers and subscribers enjoy my Hitec Flash 8 with 2S 7.4 volt Lipo demo video. Thank you all very much.